Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you what is this, why did I spend almost 600 bucks, and a little bit of why I've lost over 100 pounds, and little scares that I had along the way, and I'm still battling. But without further ado, welcome to the channel where we talk credit, finance, personal growth, and passive income. So if you guys don't know what this is a genetic test. I've been following Gary Brecka for a while, ever since I've been going through this health change, transformation, whatever you want to call it. And Gary Brecka says at least have one of these tests done one time in your life, right? Obviously, it's almost 600 because of the brand that they have. I'm sure other people can do it way cheaper, and that's fine. I was a little hesitant to actually purchase it because Gary Brecka and Grant Cardone were kind of going through something. Gary Brecka was saying that, I don't want to just butcher the words, but that Grant Cardone scammed them, and there was like $100 million lawsuit, and it was just beef between two businessmen, right? Grant Cardone on the other side has a better legal team. I'm sure the contract that they signed was obviously heavily weighed upon and looked upon like, yeah, this is better, it's going to benefit us a lot more than that person. That's why you always want to be able to read a legal document as thorough as possible. Now this right here, because I feel like a lot of people, we take supplements, right? We take a lot of pills and CMOS and all these different things, we take for our body, but we don't know what our body is deficient in, right? A lot of people are deficient in vitamin D. A lot of people are deficient in B12. A lot of people are deficient in iron. All right, so I got this so I can see what my body is deficient in, and I'm going to show you what it includes so you guys can have an idea. So it comes with a information card, so you can put your patient name, information. Comes with a swab, a biohazard, a specimen bag. Here's a swab, put it in your mouth, and then you put it in this little bottle right here, put it there, and then you get a 10x booklet, right? Genetic test, and you get a FedEx shipping bag that you will ship back, to the labs so they can run your test, and then they'll give you the result and say, hey, well, according to your body, you're lacking this, you're lacking that, you're lacking that. So I can focus on that, and I'm sure they're gonna upsell you some supplements and stuff like that, right? Like in business, you always want to try to upsell someone that can benefit them. All right, so a little bit of what I've just been going through, just trying to be as transparent as possible, is it's not confirmed, but it's might have H. pylori, Helicobacter pylori. They say 60% of Americans have H. pylori. Most people are not, you don't see the symptoms. For me, the symptoms were pretty severe: chest pain, heart palpitations, nausea, headache, depression, anxiety, everything you can name it. I went through it, and I've been kind of going through this, I think probably 2 years, but not really not knowing it. Like little by little things would trigger, and it started to get worse and worse, especially I feel like shortness of breath. I was almost 400 pounds, and that is sad to say that I let myself go that far. Well, I was always an energetic person, right? So sadly, yes, did it affect me? Of course, but my mindset was always like, hey, push this, push that, let's go, until I saw my body decline, and I didn't want to exercise because I would get shortness of breath for everything, and just took it more seriously. So last June, I just started drop soda. I don't drink soda anymore. I just drink water and some mineral salt. It's a gold mineral salt. I'll put a pinch of it in the morning, and I feel amazing. I'll go for my walks in the morning. And anyways, but yeah, it's pretty hard. It wasn't easy. There was a lot of darkness through it. I'm not gonna go too much into the darkness side. I'll make another video for that. But I just wanted to let you guys know, right, that the true wealth is health, right? And that's something that people have told me many times. I just never took it as serious as I should have, just because I was always trying to play catch up, or what's the next project we're working on, or trying to figure out the business model, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, stuff like that. And a lot of entrepreneurs go through that. They don't know, right? They're just like, okay, I'll deal with that when I deal with that. Right now I got to focus on paying my mortgage, or paying the office, or paying employees, and that's what it comes down to. And it's sad, right? Like, it's sad because you're trying to better yourself financially, but you're not helping yourself physically and mentally, if that makes sense. And every entrepreneur, every person, right, 9 to 5, it doesn't matter, everyone goes through it, right? Stress. I've had a lot of close friends going through this, and it just wakes you up because you don't want to go through this. And I'm gonna say something that definitely, luckily, I think having my wife throughout this whole journey has been just a blessing to me, because she was the one that pushed me beyond belief. So I will tell you like a little snippet. Part of the darkness, I was scared to even walk down the block because I thought I was gonna have an anxiety attack or a panic panic attack or whatever have you. So I would just go walk the dog, come right back, like still scared. I would listen to prayer in my headphones. I would have my essential oils. It was just like we bought everything, you name it, we bought it because I just wanted to get better and I was scared. So I then pushed it to like going around the block, right? Going around the block with the dog. That was, beneficial. Still scared. And then one day, just my wife was like, hey, let's go for a walk. All right, my wife, she's on her second surgery. She's in a walker, right? We're walking. I thought we were going to go around the block. And she goes, no, let's go up the hill. And I was like, no, I'm not scared. I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to make it or whatever. She goes, hey, don't worry, you're with me. Let's go. And like I said, this is all caused, by H. pylori. You're always in fear, brain fog, depression, acid reflux, a lot of stomach pain, pain chest. You got sharp pains right here, just things that are a part of it. And, she pushed me through. And ever since then, every morning I'll get up and I'll do, 1.5 miles to 2 miles. And it just makes me feel better, makes me feel alive. And that's the path that, I'm going through. And, some of you guys that watch my channel, like, I want to be a true role model on all aspects, right? Not just credit, family, business, mentally, spiritually, physically. And, that's sometimes, it always bothered me, right? Because I would tell you guys, go all in, this and that. But I wasn't truly happy in the aspect of like, look, I want to be physically fit. I would always see all these, big influencers that were fit. And, I've tried many times, but I just said enough's enough. So a lot of the weight loss that I did was I didn't eat after like 6. Sometimes I didn't have an appetite. A lot of veggies. My favorite Flaming Hot Cheeto steak, I just didn't eat that. It was just all chicken, a little bit of rice, veggies, only water, maybe some chamomile tea. And that's how I kind of, did this journey. So I just wanted to kind of update you guys on this health journey. And you can work on your health and your finances at the same time. Don't be like me and just focus on one thing and deteriorate the other one. So like I said, guys, looking forward to the results. I'll do a part 2 to this. And one thing that some people are like, damn, you paid $600 for that test, that's kind of crazy, or whatever the case. But just think about this. 99.9% of people that are watching this, he spends $1 million on his body a year. So for me, whatever I make a year, I want to put that back into my health, at least a good percentage. All right, guys. So like I said, this video is not sponsored by 10X Health, but if you guys want to see what you're deficient in, let's get it, guys. All right. Appreciate you guys. And let's keep growing.